What you doing, garbage truck? Being extremely loud in the background of my video. That's what you're doing. I'm muchelleby, and I took to Instagram with a cute selfie and asked you guys to ask me some questions. I had a serious fear in my heart that I would receive no questions and have to delete my Instagram after like an hour of just like shame. But you guys asked like a lot of questions, so I'm gonna try and go through this super quickly. I'm going to apologize in advance for if I butcher any of your names. I'm sorry. Sincerely. Sarah Barnes, nice last name, asks, how did you know that you wanted to start YouTube? And if you can say that you love me, that'd be lovely. Love you. I'd wanted to start a YouTube channel since I was like 14 years old. After school, I obviously, started working 9 to 5 daily grind. And I realized that without some form of creative expression, I would literally die. TNXN asks, how can I maintain a progressive lifestyle and set a bunch of other lovely stuff? Thank you so much. An overview of tips. 1, set goals. 2, make sure those goals are actually goals that excite you. Don't just set goals that are like society's general goals. Set goals that fit you, fit your vision of your future. If writing down your goal doesn't like ignite some sort of like, oh my god, I'm so excited in you, then you probably are not going to be working towards that goal. Write a bite-sized breakdown of how you can get to that goal and progress towards it. Make things easy for yourself. You're not a robot. You do not have an endless pit of willpower. TNXN also asked, meetups in Melbourne. I am way too petrified that no one would show up to that meetup. Maybe in like 100,000 subscribers time. We'll see how we go. BKC asked, do you think that women should be ashamed of stretch marks? Absolutely not. Anyone who is judging someone based on their stretch marks just needs to like rethink their priorities / life. Elisa May asked, do you want to be my best friend? Maybe. I don't know. Alex asked, what is the most important thing to remember in life? This answer will probably surprise you coming from my mouth, but don't take things so seriously. You're probably gonna die. It might happen. You might live forever too. You might be a miracle child. But realize that maybe you're gonna die in like a year's time. You can't take everything in life so seriously, and that's something that I need to remind myself of constantly. Sarah asks, if you could be anyone in the whole entire world for one day, who would you be and what would you do? The only person I could think of was Donald Trump, and I would publicly, forcefully announce that I did not want to continue on running for president. It's weird how invested Australians are in like US politics. Like they have nothing to do with us, but it's also like, imagine if Donald Trump became leader of the US. Like he could potentially ruin the world. Anyways, be Donald Trump, denounce my presidency running for. Sabrina's asked, is there something that you're really passionate about doing at the moment? To be totally honest, I have been feeling kind of numb to passion lately, which is scary and sad. I don't know if it's passion, but I'm definitely very enthusiastic about growing muchelleby lately, creating maybe different kinds of videos, maybe types of videos that I'm not necessarily used to creating that hopefully you guys will enjoy. And probably my other like big focus thing that I'm really enthusiastic about is really simplifying my life. Like as you guys have seen with the KonMari, like that's something I'm taking really seriously. It's something that I actively want to do. Before I decided to make it a video series, it's something that is like a big goal of 2016. She also asked, did anything interesting happen on April Fool's? No, not at all. I feel like no one in my life is like big on April Fool's. Like it's not even a thing. Nardo Patra asks, how is your school / uni life? Some people are like, yes, when I was in high school, I was in my prime. Like I was living the life, I want to go back. And I'm like, you are freaking insane. No way would I ever go back to high school. Like you would have to pay me and it'd have to be like generous amounts of money. I enrolled and got in to go to uni to study business and psychology, decided not to because I got a traineeship out of school. You're so pushed to go straight to uni after school. Like it makes no sense. She also asked, am I in touch with any of my school friends? I'm in touch with only 3 people from high school. You definitely drift away from friends after high school. You think that you won't, but like you do. And sometimes it's for the better. Sometimes you really need to shed old friends in order to just move forward. But sometimes it kind of sucks. It's like, oh, that person was cool, but it just drift away. Tara asks, what are some good books, Instagrams, YouTube to inspire minimalist living? I'd like to just make a note here. I am not aiming to be a minimalist. I don't want to label myself with minimalist because I'm never going to be a person that owns like a couch and a fridge and that's it. Like, that's not really my goal. Like I said, my goal is just to know and appreciate everything I own, which could be seen as minimalism, I guess, in some ways, but in some ways not so much. YouTubers, Lightbycoco, Lavendaire, Rachel Aust are really good for minimalist inspiration. Instagrams, I don't follow anything that is like specifically promoting minimalism, but I follow a lot of just people that have just a more minimalist style, I guess. As for books, I have made a specific point not to read any other books relating to minimalism. I can get into an awful pattern of reading a non-fiction book and I'll be like, oh my god, yes, and then I just won't do anything to actually action what I've read. So I'm sort of trying to take in information on a like when I actually will use it basis. Reading through KonMari, and I want to do a reread of that to make sure that I have fully carried it out, which I know I haven't at the moment. There's still videos to come on that. And then I will probably move on to another book, likely relating to minimalism, maybe not so much in like a physical sense, more just like minimizing the clutter in your head. It's Michaela Aust's favorite place to get coffee. I live on the Gold Coast in Australia. If you didn't know, my favorite place to get coffee is Biscuit Cafe. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already gauged that. I go there like way too often. Coffee and cocoa whip. Hello, it's me. Asked, why did you move back home? Because Luke started studying a 5-year degree in physiotherapy, so I was like, well, we can't afford the rent, and he agreed, so we moved back into each other's parents' home. But I'm really lucky. I got this big room that you guys have already seen the room tour for. I have my own kitchenette, I have my own bathroom, so it doesn't feel so much of a step backwards, and I also am like saving the money for hopefully a house. Faisal F, how do you motivate yourself? I find it really inspiring to just like see people living cool lives. Watch motivational videos, set goals that are motivating, review those goals. Hannah J M asked, what made you want an open closet? To be honest, I saw a cool photo on Pinterest and I was like, Dad, can you make that for me? And I ended up with a branch as a closet. I'll put a picture above my face. Definitely didn't go for an open closet for functionality, but now that I've had an open closet, I'm like, I don't want any other kind of closet ever. She also asked, would you ever trade your Android for an iPhone? I have considered it. I was seriously considering it, and then the Samsung S7 came out and I was like, I'm staying with Samsung. In saying that, I always said that I would be like a forever Windows person, and then I got a massive Mac. I'm a trader. Natasha Rose asked, how did you develop your style? Definitely, if you're struggling with developing your style, if you've attempted it many a time like myself, do KonMari. I think that'll really help hone down on the colors, textures, fabrics that you gravitate towards and build from there. A more probably practical approach would be to create like a vision board on Pinterest just filled with all of the kind of outfits and inspiration that fit your vibe. Start building from the basics and work your way up so that your wardrobe almost matches that vision board. How old are you? I'm 21. What are your favorite pieces in your wardrobe? My black sliders, my white high-waisted Bardo pants, and my really simple silver necklace. Rachel Blair asked, when was the last time you had your hair really long? Scroll through and create my Instagram feed, and if you go really far down, you'll see a photo of me when I was brunette, looking real cute, kind of like this. I think that was like 2 years ago, 3 maybe. Amber asked, what are your favorite places to shop for clothes? Witchery, Zara, Seed Heritage, Country Road. I go on Asos a lot. I like Misguided, and I'll link some more down below. Imani.love asked, what's your style? One of my closest friends described my style once as like I dress kind of like a teacher, but in a slightly sexy way, and I feel like that suits me until I can find a better way to describe my style. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching my Q&A. I probably won't be making these regularly because they scare the hell out of me, but if you do have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, everything like that. It's all linked in the description down below, and I will see you soon. Cheers. Hey, what's up? I'm muchelleby, and today I am filming a room tour video. I'm so excited to film this. I feel like I have not been happy with my space up until right now.